Are you ready?
Hey guys, CSDX and welcome to this video and welcome to the last part of Sonic Month. Fan-made content. There are a ton of fan-made Sonic games and ROM hacks to the point that there's an entire community about it. From joke games to games with polish, there's enough to sate even the most hardcore of Sonic fans. Hell, there's even a yearly showcase of them called SAGE, which stands for Sonic Amateur Games Expo. And yeah, Sega's okay with that.
Your move, Nintendo.
And we're going to be going over a bunch of them, starting with Sonic Time Twisted. Interestingly enough, the Twitter account for the guys that created the game actually followed me there, so it should be awesome. Is what I want to say, but for the life of me, I couldn't get it to work. The game just causes my graphics card to crash. Granted, it's an Intel HD graphics card, but still. I really wanted to try and get this game to work, but to no avail. Is this what'll happen if I install Ghost 1.0 and whatever the other one was? Alright, let's try this one. Sonic Before the Sequel. Oh hey, turns out the cutscenes crashed the game for me. Now ain't that just some sweet tasty bullshit? Oh. No gamepad support. Cool. Honestly, it's admittedly pretty damn refined. Even with the keyboard controls, it feels like a lot of effort was put into this. I think you're working a bit too hard here. It's a one-up, not a cure for cancer. You know, I'm not entirely sure what I'm supposed to be doing in this special stage, but I tried, and that's what matters. Maybe. Oh, I'm sorry. Is that boss the RC from Toy Story? I mean, you probably see Lightning McQueen, but me? I see RC from Toy Story. Also, the next zone has you play as Tails. You know, I sure wish I could see the cutscenes that could explain this. Ah well. Let's move on. This game gets a pass. Alright, next up is Before the Sequel Aftermath. I'm not sure why it's titled that instead of just something like, I don't know, Pre-Sequel 2 or something. I don't... Why is it titled like that? You know, when the game tries to insult you, you know that's a good sign. I mean, personally I don't get the naming, but I'm sure it'll make sense in due time. First off, there's controller support, which is always good. Second, I'm not entirely sure what is progress in this game. Wait, I can talk? And also two Borbs? Yeah, it turns out this has some kind of RPG-like element to it, as well as a Metroid-type exploration. Now, I'm sure you in the comments are going to point out that it's Metroidvania, not Metroid-style exploration, but that's just it. Those Castlevania games that took elements from Metroid are the only real Metroidvania games. It's in the fucking name! Any game of any other series is just Metroid-style exploration. In fact, the actual genre in question about it is pretty much action-adventure platform, if you will. It's basically just a combination with the exploration style of Metroid. You know, I'm not getting through to anyone, am I? So, I have a sword. I got an energy sword. Let's just go to after the sequel. Well, back to form and with control support. Don't worry, that's the last I'll mention it. I'm pretty sure this is the same zone, but okay, another runner boss battle and a Metal Tails. You know what? That joke is too easy. Tails, you okay? You're still spinning. Okay, next one I managed to dig up after remembering it from ages ago. It's apparently Sonic the Hedgehog 2D, like a 2D sort of remake of Sonic 06, but better, and also just being the Sonic story alone. However, the only problem is that it is too much like Sonic 06 in that the loading times never ended. It took 3 minutes of loading time before I finally gave up on it. I mean, I guess that makes it an accurate fan game. Kinda. Also, apparently, it had a virus of sorts. I'm not entirely, Okay, I was originally going to end it off there with the outro and everything, but it felt too short, so let's go a bit further and look at ROM hacks. First up is a classic. Sonic Classic Heroes. Okay, to be honest, it's mostly just the usual Sonic and Tails gameplay, but with Knuckles thrown in. Granted, it combines Sonic 1 and 2 levels as well as the special stages, along with Sonic 3 sprite work and power-ups, but other than that, it's nothing special. It's just a mishmash of the first 3 Genesis games. And Knuckles. Alright, let's try this one titled, Sonic 2 XL. Gee, I wonder if it's some kind of expansion. Okay, that was not the kind of expansion I had in mind. Yeah, turns out the rings are onion rings, and they make Sonic fat. In order to fix this, Sonic has to run so he can put that weight off. The only problem, of course, is that rings are, as usual, required to keep from dying, so it's ironic that it inevitably caused my death. Yeah, that's what you get from a joke game. Next is a sort of sprite swap in Eggman the Dictator in Sonic 1. I can't touch rings, I can't touch badniks, the springs launched me higher than it should, and I broke the game by hitting spikes.
A+ in my book!
Amy Rose in Sonic 1. You know, I was expecting classic Amy. Did some pretty decent sprite work actually. Nothing different though. Next! Sonic Mega Mix 3.0. I could swear that there were more abilities to be had in previous playthroughs I've had of this, but I could only manage to do the flash shield from Sonic 3. Also, this one's a bit too hard for me. Sorry. Alright. Last one for today, and this is a special one. The S Factor, Sonya and Silver. Why is it so special? Well, it's because the hack used to have Scourge from the comics in it. Yeah, the comics. The Archie comics. Way before Ken Penders helped kill it. Fucking prick. I mean, Scourge controls alright. He doesn't really do a homing attack, but rather a jump dash. No other major abilities I could figure out, but I guess that'll be apparent soon. Also, this special stage is unique in that you gotta collect a set amount of the rings, but stay in the water too long, and the ring count will drop faster than if you're super. Also, this is just a palette swap of Marble Zone. Let's try the more refined version. Sonya controls alright, with a special second spin thingy, and the tornado spin thingy. The tornado spin keeps me from jumping, so don't expect a Taz Looney Tunes type of control. As for Silver, well, given how he doesn't run fast, as evidenced in Sonic 06, Silver is the easiest to control here. I can float for about 3 seconds, yes, I counted, and can try some kind of psychic pose that does nothing. I mean, if useless doesn't describe it, what will? Also, I actually managed to finish a special stage. I just didn't manage to get the emerald. No idea how to do that. It's a lot of fun, though. And those are all the Sonic fan games I could manage to find and, for the most part, run. Thank you so much for—
Yes, this is bullshit. Those fan games and romance are entirely illegal. They should be arrested.
Sonic Mania was made by a fan.
What?
Yeah. The official Sonic game made by a fan. In 2009, Christian Whitehead, aka Taxman, produced a proof-of-concept video of Sonic CD running on an iPhone. Sega didn't like that, and as a result, Whitehead's website and demo video were taken down due to a cease and desist order. However, unlike a few other game companies, Sega eventually changed their mind regarding it and commissioned to have the port officially released on the 360, PS3, iPhone, and Android 2 years later, along with a Steam release at some point. Christian's port was so successful that he was later commissioned to port Sonic 1 and 2 to mobile devices. Eventually, the guy would even get to work on the sequel to Freedom Planet 2, coming out in 2018 last I checked, and has developed the most recent 2D Sonic game in Sonic Mania. This guy started as a freelance 3D animator and is now living his dream of making Sonic games. This is what we need more of, companies rewarding fan work and encouraging fans to make love letters of their games. It's actually pretty sad that we've seen a number of non-profit fan games with all sorts of effort, blood, sweat, and tears put into these, and even ROM hacks actually getting taken down by Nintendo. And it's pretty messed up as it spreads the message that you're not allowed to show your love towards them in some form. That you're not allowed to work on projects to get yourself in the business of game making. The problem with that is it ends up stifling the creativity of so many people that you could possibly end up preventing the next Shigeru Miyamoto from ever realizing their full potential. This is why I sometimes tend to feel that Sega should have won the Bit Wars, because they not only care about their fans, but they want them to show their love in this way as well as others. Now, don't get me wrong, there are some issues with it, such as some people trying to make money off of them, but the problem is that, in reality, people who make fan games don't do it for money. They do it because they love the games they play, because they love and admire the people that inspired them to make these fan games and such. You could argue that companies like Nintendo were protecting their IP, and the AM2R debacle is a relative example of it, but that basically implies that they don't want any fans working in the business, as it implies that they aren't smart enough to understand how these games work. But if they're willing to put their blood, sweat, tears, and everything they have into making big projects as tribute to them with actual effort to the point that it blows the original away, then maybe don't punish them and do what Sega did. Invite them to their headquarters, make their dreams come true, let them meet their heroes, let people dream to dream and live their dream. Who knows? Maybe we'll get the next Satoru Iwata as a result, and maybe it'll bring a bright future in gaming. Now, I did say maybe, but I feel like it's more of a definitely. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you for helping make Sonic Month a thing. Just thank you guys so much. It means a lot to me that you guys do watch this, even though I'm a small bean. Also, open letter to Sega. Thank you guys for doing what you're doing. Thank you for even making Sonic as big as he is, as well as even managing to make the Sonic Twitter and Sonic Facebook as well, and Sonic Instagram for that matter, Sonic social media in general, the most entertaining part of a lot of things these days, and it brings a smile to my face when you guys do that. So, just thank you for everything. See you guys next time. See you after the whatever. You know, I just had a thought. Imagine if the development for Metroid Samus Returns had started literally because of AM2R getting popular, and the moment they started was like immediately after they took down the fan game. I don't have any proof of this, but it kind of comes off as such. Hell, imagine if they actually brought in the guy that developed AM2R to help develop Metroid Samus Returns. A guy can dream, can he? Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, click the like button to show your support, and you can subscribe for more. Click any of the cards and such to check out the videos there and whatnot. You can also check out my social medias in the description below, and please remember to stay awesome. Bye-bye!